Welcome back to Castle of Illusion. Time for the fifth and technically final world before the confrontation against the Miserable.
So,
Yes, Wibbs?
can you get this game via PlayStation Now?
Can you specify a bit your question?
You don't need that new PlayStation Now service where you can stream and
Yes,
apparently
I
in the
think it's
future,
part of it. If I
and
remember correctly,
apparently,
yes.
and apparently in the future download games.
There you go. This is one of the statues that I got. The statues represent the Masters of Illusions here and there. I'm not gonna get all of them. I'm only showcasing just a bit. But I don't know, Dweebs. Possible, I guess. Anyway, for the fifth world, just like in the original, it's the proper castle. As long as it loads, there you go.
We start off, of course, in the basement.
Of course.
Raced into the castle hall, only to be met by another...
There you go. Like I mentioned in the original, here your projectiles are complete candles. Like Mickey throws the entire wax and everything.
Yeah.
That's also another brief workshop. Also,
Oh,
there's a goofy... Yeah, there's a goofy portrait in the background.
Yeah.
Again, attention to details.
Ha.
Suitable.
Yes.
Well, I'll use these candles here because that's what I like to call firepower.
Daddy, why didn't you, Daddy, you didn't, hey, Daddy, you didn't tell me you and Uncle Sully went to a castle?
Well, you see, honey, it was a very weird day for us.
And you said to the police that you saw Mickey Mouse and you were close to getting sectioned.
Also,
yeah.
pay attention also always to the armors in the background, because again, some of them may be animated and actually bump the floor and actually damage you, so you need to pay attention. There you go, like that.
To get those last two gems as quickly as he could.
Yep. Also, there's this weird purple goo, but I don't know what it is, and I frankly don't want to know.
Probably
Yeah.
poisonous. There we go.
Well, Mickey knows now. He fell into it.
So it's like, remind me again what it's called, that goop from Chemical Plant?
It's
Goop.
pink water.
Yeah, I think he had a specific name.
No.
Forgot.
Well,
Alright, then.
it's literally a chemical.
Crash Bandicoot bats.
And there you go. That's I think it's an addition for this remake. Basically, these moving tiles that are basically they're the closest. They're similar to the moving platforms from the Mega Man games, but much easier to understand. You just need to, there you go, race like that, and before they disappear. And just being tuned. Sometimes it will try to trick you into going in another direction, but for the most part, it's streamlined. There you go. Also, I'll always pay at. Oh Jesus, that was a bit unpredictable.
Wow,
That's fair.
dang.
Yeah, that's another thing,
that
but
is definitely fair.
that's a thing I don't like. The fact that when you can potentially respawn right near a nearby enemy, which means that you can potentially die very easily. When you get like it tossed into a bottomless pit or killed by, for example, that rolling ball, you only lose a star, but you respawn as if almost as if you lost a life. However, if you respawn right near an enemy, obviously that means you get other points subtracted, and again, like I mentioned, these can kill you really easily. It's a thing that I don't understand. It's a thing that was a thing back in the day in some old school NES Genesis game, but I don't understand why they brought that back. The trick here is to get just down before the ball rolls onto you, and basically baby steps your way through. You were saying, Java?
It's kind of weird because, like, well, so far the game has been mainly modernized except for that one bit there.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Wow, suits of armor really do fall apart to a candle.
Oh, that's because these way are like enchanted. Have you seen Bad Nuts and Broomsticks, Jova?
Yes, Hadruna McCoy's that
Recuna, Mecoides,
please.
Mecotus, Fatis D, I think it is.
Mhm.
Again, I know that it's campy, but that final sequence where the Nazis get beaten by the living club, that's always gets a chuckle.
Yeah. Oh, did you have the quote-unquote fortune of seeing the VHS version, aka the director's cut?
I've seen both. I think the one that I seen as a kid, I think, was the original version, the one that did not have the extra scenes.
Yeah, the one I saw as a kid, well, basically it was on VHS, and I'm guessing that was like, you know, basically because it was like from years ago, they decided, hey, let's put in that extended scene, and okay, it's a good movie. That extended scene, though, does go on for a while in that market scene.
You mean the one on Portobello Road?
Yeah, that's the one. Like, I think that's the only thing that's really, truly extended. Like, everything else feels
there's a sequence at the end. When if I remember, the version I saw, remember, just concludes with I forgot the name, the guy who also played Mr. Baggs in Mary Poppins, basically that actor, who basically gets recruited to go to war, basically, and that's it.
Oh, that was in the extended version? I thought that was like in the original, because like... Well,
no, that's what I mean, the original, but I think there was something else added in the extended cut, but again, it's been a while since I watched it.
Of course, isn't it so nice of the extended cut to advertise what else? The animated sequence on the front cover, like, you know, give Mary Poppins...
It's the same trick that we did with Song of the South. No real surprises here.
Like, look, here's the thing. Okay, with Mary Poppins, they didn't really advertise the animated section that much. I mean, sure, that's what us as kids often remembered that movie for, more so than other stuff. But at the very least, it wasn't advertised. But with Bedknobs and Broomsticks, oh, no. They have the animated characters front and center, while our actual characters are in the background on the flying bed.
And there you go, just like in the original game, we get one of the gems in the treasure room, basically just lying around.
Were marvelous to behold, but none more so.
It seems a little too easy.
And there you go, there's also a Donald statue, a gold statue.
Huh, I guess it really was that easy.
Surprising enough for this, yes. But for the final gem will not be as easy to get.
Of
but
course.
We have another level to do it before that. I mean, continue, Joe, I might as well.
But yeah, it's like... Again, I don't even really get, what was the point of advertising the animated scene above everything else in Bedknobs?
Attracting kids, that's as easy as you can get. It's, no, I cannot say because it's a spoiler, but a recent movie also did that kinda, not for kids, but basically to attract a crowd when it was clearly false advertising. It's something that Hollywood does constantly.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, you get underwater sections with those fish that you can kill, and now you get currents that work against you where we're supposed to go. Have fun to getting all the collectibles.
Water levels, ain't they a blast?
No.
Honestly, I do believe there are some cases where water levels can be done right, like
absolutely.
for example with the Metroid games.
And Shovel Knight.
But not like this.
Ouch.
Not like this.
Okay,
Yeah,
examples
also,
of...
you need to also have to watch out for the barrels.
Yeah.
And you don't have a lot of time to react to considering how slow you're moving.
I mean,
it's because of the currents, yeah.
I mean, I guess you could argue you move relatively fine enough with how fast you can drop down, but yeah, the movements in water are quite different.
Thankfully, it's the only one, major one, underwater sequence, so aside from that, you don't. Alright, this next set piece is actually really cool. You don't see anything until the armor strikes on the ground. So basically you need to use that as a temporary source of light and orient yourself on that.
I love how it's in sync with the music.
Yeah.
Well, for a bit.
It's accidental, Dweeb, surprisingly enough. I thought it was, oh shit.
Oh, God! I'm really getting my steps in this day!
Mickey, you could have just ran to the side, or did you graduate from the Prometheus school?
School of running away from things. Well, that's classic shenanigans of cartoons. Also, there you go. Rising poison
ghostly
because I
glue.
run fast.
Oh, it's like Sonic 2.
Apparently, Mickey cannot catch a fucking break.
He still seems so happy, though.
Well, he's gotta stay optimistic, all things considered.
He's contracted to stay optimistic.
And now, time for a Castlevania reference, because we're about to get into a clock tower.
Yeah, Castlevania reference, you die.
Oh, a lot. Be glad be glad that there's no the oh god, I forgot the proper term.
Tio
Knockback.
Scarven, the master of
The knockback.
unintentional references.
Yeah. Be grateful that there's no knockback when you get damage,
So
otherwise
what do
it
the
would be
candles
painful.
do?
They're projectiles, you throw them.
Okay, so the candles are projectiles, the gems are collectibles, and the Disney icon is your lives.
Yes, the stars are your health bar.
Okay.
I know it's a bit complicated, but just bear with it. Up and up. Basically, the clock, the mechanism are both your platforms and your hazards. You need to be very careful when moving on them.
Oh, I gotta say, this really grinds my gears.
As the narrator will say, Mickey is actually kind of used to
And then,
clock towers.
then Nate
Yeah.
takes over. Then Nate takes over and says, "Okay, no, stop! What the hell, man? You're just gonna say puns for the whole game? You're supposed to be saving your girlfriend, man."
That's fun.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Keep in mind, I cut away a couple of that because otherwise it would have been just, boring and painful. to
Escaping
watch.
from the dungeon, having miraculously died, Mickey raced to the clock.
Don't you mean
Yes.
he raced the clock? Come on, narrator.
Also, the
I think-
music, surprisingly enough, the music here gets very tense out of nowhere. Especially compare how this is a more quiet place to what we just faced in the rest of the castle.
Was
So
this a track from the original game?
I think so. I think it was remixed here. Yeah, I'm just going for it.
Powering through.
Yeah, there are a lot of times where you just need to stand still and wait for the mechanism to proceed before advancing, just like this, for example. Basically, you need to use the clock. There you go. The gears protrusions in order to actually advance properly, like that. You need to jump on the first, then wait for a second, then jump on the double one.
Mickey knew he had to complete this task in a timely fashion.
There you go.
Basically, well, to be fair, there is the time attack mode, like I mentioned. It's similar to the Crash Bandicoot Helix challenge, but it's not a thing that I'm trying to do here because I honestly don't think games like these were built for the time relic. Yes.
Tio, don't you be Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot. That song drove nuts.
What, you mean the
Cash
one
Money.
Stuck
sung
in my
by...
head.
Are you talking about the one from Jim Cummings?
No,
Is that the one from that cartoon opening?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
the
it's
pilot,
the-
but never
no.
was.
No, actually, it's the Japanese theme song for Crash.
Oh, there was a
Crash
Japanese theme
Bandicoot.
song.
Yeah.
Alright, time to face the boss. If you don't remember, in the original he was a complete pushover. You just stomped on him all the time. So in order to spice things up, the developers decided to just make his boss fight a bit more interesting, combining the 2D and the 3D.
Mickey thought the danger of being squished was finally over. Unfortunately, he thought wrong. The oafish clockmaker was the final match.
So first you need to bait his attack. You cannot just jump on him. You need to bait on him, make him vulnerable, then hit him, then he will start spinning, and you need to bait him to go near one of the bells like that, and the knockback will damage him actually.
Didn't that boss fight from Mega Man X7 do something like this, where he kept saying,
Kinda.
"Burn the ground, burn!"
He didn't do spinning, though.
Yeah, and it,
Oh, he
it
did
was
spin.
less obnoxious.
No, Dwiz. I think you're thinking of Tornado Tunyon.
Yes.
Which one do you
Around
from?
and around.
The one that
7.
goes around and around!
Jeez.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few of the X games, although funny enough, the one I've seen the least of is the first.
Which is arguably the best one.
Well, yeah.
It depends on it depends. Yeah, some keeps on. Your from what I can see, people's favourites seem to be either the first one, 4 or 8.
Yeah. Those are the 3 crowning ones. And 8 needed to be one, especially after X7 kind of took a hammer to things.
Yeah.
Well, X6 didn't help either.
I mean, don't get me wrong, X6
Not
had
that
problems, but at the very least, X6 could be considered the normal bout of fun. Like,
There we go.
it ticked off the bark mark.
Ugh.
Oh.
Now everyone's dogs are barking.
Yeah, Nina and Mena.
The final gem is the violet one.
Actually, no, Nina's not barking.
No, I mean everyone's dogs outside are barking.
Oh, does that have to do with the World Cup?
I don't think there's. I think the World Cup matches are finished for the day.
See, the thing is, Jova. Whereas Mena's very young, Nina is now 12 years old, so she's technically an old dog at this point. So she's very. At this point, she is mellowed out.
Anyway, we got all the gems with these, so basically next step, the finale is gonna be against Miserable to see how they changed during this remake. So see you for that.
Alright.
See
See you
ya.
then.
So yeah.